Our vision as an organization is to have pulses on every farm and on every plate. And through our directors' own voices, you'll hear the values of our organizations and the activities around each of the values that we have being explained over the course of this year.
I'm hoping that with the government's policy, and of course this could change with the different governments, they're hyped up about this climate change, and I think that pulses have demonstrated their ability to reduce inputs like nitrogen fertilizer use, which is a big one on the government's list.
I think we've got a great board that's constantly tackling everything that we can think of, and I hope it keeps going. In 35 years, I hope the same thing. I want it to keep having people interested, and the type of people we have, I want them to keep coming to the board.
Continuing to look seriously at how we use producer dollars, checkoff dollars, as effectively and efficiently as possible. We have a lot of variability in our revenue stream, partly because of prices, partly because of volumes. And so spending well and maintaining resources for the future, keeping that balance right, so not spending wildly, but also making sure we're spending growers' dollars properly.
The Alberta government announced here not too long ago that they're going to open up the Water Act. So this whole water policy and wetland policy and the management of water and wetlands, and in my opinion, farmers are kind of in a bad spot for where the legislation is. So this is going to be a challenge for us, and we've realized that we have to put some time and money towards doing that to make sure that whatever gets changed benefits Alberta farmers.
I'd hope to see more value added, hopefully here in Canada and even Alberta, and to have more delivery points, better movement, but just to have another option for our pulses here in Alberta.
Funding is always an issue, and consistent from the federal level, but there's other issues such as transportation of commodities wherever you are in the province, whether that's a rail issue or finding a market for your product. And a bigger issue for Alberta I see is always value add.
If we can get more pulses used domestically, I think it spreads our risk from global markets, and it grows the whole and raises the whole floor of pulse products, whether it's peas, lentils, fabas. I think over a long period of time, how do we raise the total use and spread the risk of exports and demand?
The biggest accomplishment, I think, for our area, our zone, is the commitment of $3 million for research for Aphanomyces root rot in peas. So it's a huge deal here in our zone.
So we're looking into whether we can do it through genomics or through cultural practices or whatever, but we've got a team of and we're working with the other pulse growers across the prairies as well, but we're seriously trying to find out what we can do to reduce this problem or hopefully eliminate it at some point in the future.
We continue to work on the Aphanomyces problem through the Root Rot Network. It's a big problem, and it's taking more than just our commission to do it. So being able to be collaborative with other pulse commissions across the provinces, it's a big issue. We're all facing it, and it's going to be a game changer if we can move the needle on it in any way.
The formation of Team Alberta has been huge over the last few years, and the fact that we're able to come together with one voice and express some of the issues to government unified, and hopefully find solutions to problems. We've been doing a really good job of bringing things up to government, things like melt training issues and Class 1 insurance issues on farms, land titles, how they're moving so slow. And so with the help of other industry players, bringing that message forward faster and more succinctly to government, I think has been a huge goal.
I'm quite proud of the relationships we've built with other commissions, particularly with the Saskatchewan pulse growers. We've initiated a couple of meetings over the last couple of years and developed relationships which have really allowed us to work closely together at the Pulse Canada board table, and it's allowed us to do initiatives such as the Root Rot Network together to help combat issues like Aphanomyces.
Planting opportunities. Pulses on every farm, on every plate.